Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Jamera Lee. What I'm going to be discussing in this video is the Accutane side effects. It's highly requested, and if you don't already know, or if you haven't watched my previous acne videos or videos pertaining to Accutane, I have a Instagram separate from my personal account. It's called JR Beauty, so I will link it on the screen right here for you guys if you guys want to give that a follow. It's a great platform for everyone who is thinking of going on Accutane, on the verge, might have some questions, or just want to see someone else's before and afters and experience on Accutane. So I highly request checking my page out. Like I said, a lot of good stuff on there. But I did say and tell all of my followers that I was going to be doing a side effects and an Accutane series of videos for YouTube. It's my boyfriend making noise. So this video is just going to be dedicated to the side effects that you get on Accutane. So let's do a backstory and just kind of like a review on what Accutane is. So a little backstory about Accutane, if some of you landed on this video and just don't know what the heck Accutane is. Accutane is a very dangerous medication. It's basically a high dosage of vitamin A that you are intaking orally. You take this medication for, usually it's like a 5 to 6 month course. My course was a 5-month course just because I made it that way. I just couldn't do it anymore due to the side effects, which we are going to cover in this video. So if you are thinking, or if you do struggle with severe cystic acne, or just aren't happy with your skin and struggled with acne and just can't seem to find anything, any products, have tried everything like I have, and it just did not work for you, I highly recommend talking to a dermatologist and seeing if you are eligible to get prescribed Accutane. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to jump right into the side effects. I don't want this video to be so long because talking about acne can be super lengthy for me. So the first side effect I want to bring up is dry lips. Dry lips is like the first thing that you experience as soon as you start taking your Accutane pills. I think it was like after I started my first, like I took my first pill, the next day I woke up and I could instantly feel the dryness in my lips and just my throat. I remember waking up the next morning and being like, oh my God, my throat is dry. It was just a weird feeling. I'm not sure if you've ever felt that before. Like when you have cotton mouth, it kind of felt like that. But that's something that like I had to get used to just because it just got worse every single day. But trust me, you get used to it. It's something that you have to deal with and cope with throughout your course of Accutane, so it'll get better. But that's one of the main side effects is the dryness, and especially your lips. So if you already have dry lips, like I never had dry lips before Accutane. My lips were always super moisturized. I always had lip gloss, chapstick on me. But with Accutane, my lips were severely dry, and I want to tell you guys a really good product for your lips. That was the one thing that I could not live without. It's the Aquaphor Lip Repair. For some reason, I can never find this at Walmart, so the only place that I would purchase it is Walgreens. And it's super cool because now they come with like a value pack, so 2 of them come with it, and I highly recommend you grab that because if you're going to work, you're going out somewhere, and let's say you forget this Aquaphor Lip Repair or chapstick thing and you don't have it, you're gonna be in the worst pain. Like it sucks. So I highly recommend you have like one chapstick in your car, in your purse, just at your job, or just to back up somewhere in case you run out or you forget it, because when I tell you the pain and the uncomfortableness of how dry your lips are gonna be is real. Like it's real. So dry lips, dry mouth, and dry everything. So while we're on the topic of being dry, your skin, and when I say everything from your head to your toe, gets dry. So your eyeballs, I want to tell you, your eye sockets, like, and it's really weird, your eye sockets tend to get dry. They tend to get wider than normal too. From going on Accutane, my vision got worse than it already was, which sucks. While being on Accutane, I was told, do not go to the eye doctor and get a prescription for any glasses, contacts, whatsoever, because when you get off of Accutane, your eyesight is supposed to go back to normal. But it's been 7 months after being it's been 7 months of me being off of Accutane, and my eyesight is just bad. Like it's just bad. I used to only be, I don't know what it's called. Is it farsighted when you can't see up close, when you have to have reading glasses? I used to just be that, where I only had reading glasses just because I couldn't see anything up close, but now I cannot see anything far away. Like it's so bad. So to give you an example of how bad my vision was, let's say if someone was, I'm sitting right here and just like a couple feet away from me, they were like trying to whisper something to me, I could not read their lips. Like even me squinting, like I couldn't make it out. So they would have to come and tell me like to my face, because I would not be able to see what they were trying to lip talk. I couldn't lip read anything. So that was how bad it was. Me driving at night, my vision was completely blurry. It was terrible. My boyfriend had to start driving everywhere while I was on Accutane. Well, this is mainly towards my end of the course, because when my vision started getting really bad was when it was like my 3rd, 4th month, because I had been on 80 milligrams, and then my 5th month I had got switched to 120 milligrams. So the dosage went up higher, and obviously when your dosage is higher, the amount of side effects worsen. So another side effect is that your hair, I'm sure all the ladies have read this, I'm just gonna reiterate it to you. I'm just gonna restate it to you guys again. Your hair gets dry. So try to stay away from putting heat products on your hair. Try to stay away from using any shampoo and conditioner that dries out your hair. Or like for me, for example, prior to me going on Accutane, I used to use a lot of shampoo and conditioners that were not so moisturizing, just because I was a very oily person. I would get oily everywhere. So putting more moisture just all over my body was just a huge like, oh my god, no. So while on Accutane, I had to switch that. I tend to go for the shampoos and conditioners that said ultra moisturizing, a lot of deep conditioning on my hair while I was on this, just because my hair was super dry. It became to be very thin, and when I would brush my hair, I would lose so much hair. So when I tell you, the whole entire floor in my bathroom, or just wherever I was that I was brushing my hair in, there would be hair everywhere. It was terrible. I never used to shed like that. Like I shed so much until this day, and I've been off of Accutane for 7 months now. I still lose hair, and it's terrible. But my boyfriend's mom told me that a trick, I didn't do it myself, but if you guys want to try it and you're into this stuff, onions, I think it's onions, right baby? She said that if you chop up onions and you put it in your hair, look it up.
How the fuck am I supposed to know? She never told me this shit. I got perfect hair.
Well, if you chop up onions and then you like make it watery or something like that, you make a hair mask out of it and you put it on the scalp of your hair, it's supposed to stop or just reduce hair loss. So I never tried it, but she told me to do that. I never got around to do that because I was lazy. But if you guys want to try it and are in desperate need, or just want to have fun and do something cool like that, give it a try. But she did let me know that, just so that you guys know, you will lose hair. Your hair will be dry, it'll be thin, it'll be brittle, and it's not pretty. So FYI. Another side effect, I never used to have eczema, but while being on Accutane, I remember I would sporadically, it was like really random, but I would get like little dry spots all over my hand. I'd get dry spots in my, like over here, like in the crease of my, I don't know what this is called, this is my elbow, I don't know what this, my inner arm, like this crease right here. I would start getting a rash. I would get rashes everywhere. I remember working out and sweat would just start breaking, like making a rash. I remember being in Cancun in Mexico, and all of a sudden I started feeling like heat on the back of my knee, and I just broke out into all these bumps. Like I'll insert a picture of all the times that I had this little reaction or rash, but it was terrible, and it would itch, it would be hot, it would be uncomfortable, it was painful. So rashes are another thing that you would get while being on Accutane. It's not pretty, it's not comfortable. So far I've said severe dry lips, dry eyes, blurred vision, eczema, super dry skin, rashes. Oh, another thing is fatigue and headaches. So I would feel tired the majority of the time that I was on Accutane. I would feel super like, just I didn't want to do anything, just down. I hated it because I'm a person that's like go. Like I love to be busy, but like being on Accutane, I felt super tired, super down all the time. And I used to get constant headaches as well. Headaches was a huge thing, and I think it pertains to my vision as well, just because I was straining my eyes the majority of the time and working from my phone, working off of my computer at all times, every single day, doesn't make it any better either. It just makes it worse. So with straining my eyes and just the blurred vision from the Accutane effects, I would have such bad headaches, huge headaches. And I'm already a person that it just runs in my family. We just get headaches, like migraines, and it was terrible. If you've ever had like a super bad migraine, that you know what I'm talking about, I would get bad headaches. It was bad. Another thing is nosebleeds. So I will insert a picture of like one time that I woke up and I like blew my nose. This was something that you'll experience towards the beginning, and if you get your dosage raised and higher. So my nose was starting to get dry. So that's another thing. Like I said, you get dry everywhere, so just expect dryness everywhere. My nose was super dry, super dry, and every single time I would wake up in the morning, I would feel pressure in my nose. My nose would feel pressure, and I've never had a nosebleed before. So I'd feel pressure in my nose, and the first thing I'd do is I'd go to the bathroom and I would blow my nose or just stick like tissue paper in my nose just to see like what was going on, because I felt it dry and like raw, and it was a nosebleed. Like I would get raw patches inside my nose. I'd start bleeding. It was really bad. So that's another thing that you might get, you want to look out for and just be careful and cautious of. So one thing that I looked up while on it, and which helped, is what I used to do when I'd get these nosebleeds or get like, or have my nose be super dry and when it was raw. I went to Walgreens and I purchased the saline nasal spray, and I would put the saline nasal spray and then I'd coat it with the Aquaphor gel, not the Aquaphor lip repair. It's not the same thing. They have like a Aquaphor ointment. I'd put the saline nasal spray inside my nose, and then I would coat just a little bit. I'd take a Q-tip and then I'd coat gently in my nostrils with the Aquaphor ointment just to give some moisture inside, just because it was so dry, so dry. So that's another thing. Another question that I didn't answer in my last Accutane Q&A was, did I work out, and can you work out while Accutane? So in the beginning of me being in Accutane, I worked out, but it was terrible and I stopped. So I think I gained my most weight while being on Accutane during those couple months, just because I did not work out. My back pain was terrible, and this is a side effect that I was told by my dermatologist that I'd have to take it easy. He did recommend me to just stop working out while being on Accutane, just because it's not good, because your muscles can't repair as fast as they could if you weren't on Accutane, just because your body is undergoing so much with this medication that it can't repair its muscles fast enough. So that's why he said, like, if you were into sports, if you were a football player, especially like if you were a guy and you were playing football and you got tackled or you hurt yourself, or God forbid you broke something, you broke your arm or leg, I don't know, you get the point. The healing process is not, it's not going to do well. It's going to be worse. You're going to be in so much more pain, just because back pain, joint pain is another one. Still till this day, I have joint pain, and really bad joint pain, and my back pain as well. My back hurts. I'm 21 and I feel like I'm an old lady with my back. I'm constantly telling my boyfriend, you know, like on the bed, oh my god, my back hurts, or if I bend down a certain way, my back hurts, or just throughout the day I'll get like sharp pains up my back. So it's not pretty, it's not fun. I'm super young to be experiencing this, so I can only imagine how bad it'll be when I do get older. So I'm not looking forward to that. But joint pain, as far as like when I say crisscross applesauce or when I cross my legs, you know, I'm a lady, so I love crossing my legs, but when I cross my legs and I keep it crossed over my other for over like a minute or two, I'll start feeling a pain. If I say crisscross applesauce for too long, for me to stretch and get out of the position of being in crisscross applesauce is so painful, like so painful. It hurts so bad. So like I'd have to just sit there and massage my freaking legs, my joints, just everything. It's terrible, guys. These side effects are not cute. They're not cute. They're ugly. A normal Accutane course is 6 months. I stopped mine at 5, and I'm pretty sure it's because my dermatologist had me on 40 milligrams for the first month, 80 milligrams for my next 3 months, from my 2nd month to my 4th month, and then for my 5th and 6th month he tried putting me on 120 milligrams. For my 5th month, 120 milligrams was what did me dirty. Like, it did me dirty. It had me like, I was in the worst shape. I felt so much pain and I felt the side effects like crazy. It was terrible. And it did so much bad to me, my health, my body, and I felt it, so I took it upon myself to stop it. So the side effects that I had just listed out are all the side effects that I underwent while being on my Accutane course. I do want to let you guys know that this is different for everyone. I've heard different side effects for different people. I've heard, you know, worse side effects than I had for others. So it depends. Everyone is different. Everyone reacts to things differently. I think I got it pretty bad, and I don't want to blame it on the amount of, like, my dosage amount that I was prescribed while being on Accutane, but I do believe it had something to do with that, just because it was very, very high. However, I hope that you guys enjoyed and felt that this video answered a lot of your questions, because the side effects for Accutane, the side effects that I went through while being on my Accutane course, has been one of my most asked questions on my comments on my JR Beauty account, in my DMs. So I finally got around to it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was very, very informative and helpful for you guys. I think my next video is going to be on the skincare products and just the products that I use while being on Accutane overall, just so that you guys can know and have like your Accutane kit prepared for when you start your Accutane course. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, I will stop rambling, because like I said, I can talk a lot. Again, if you guys like this video, give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already, or if you are new here, and comment below for any other questions you may have pertaining to Accutane, or just anything in general that you guys want to ask me. I always comment back to you guys, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.